Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland. Sting is back on tour in the US doing two-night stands, basically doing a show one evening and then returning to his Motel 6, I'm sure, and repeating the show either the next evening or shortly thereafter, and then it's on to the next city. Added to that, Sting is touring as a three-piece band. Where have we seen that before? And when you add the fact that Sting's set list is half full of songs from another trio band that Sting once belonged to, you kind of got to ask the question, folks. Just where are the police when you really need them? All right, so first of all, who is this new trio? Well, first of all, we have Sting on lead vocals and bass guitar duties, and Dominic Miller on guitar and drummer Chris Mass. Get it? Chris Mass. But then again, their lead singer is named after Frodo's sword, so what do I know? And you know what? The band even has new music out, a brand new single, I Wrote Your Name Upon My Heart. I love the single. I would love Sting to get back to basics like he does on this track. I loved a lot of his solo stuff. Soul Cages, in my opinion, is a rock and roll masterpiece and should have been a Police album. But then around 2000, I just kind of lost interest in what he was offering us. He seemed to get a little bit too pedestrian for me, almost middle of the road in his approach. Still top notch for what he was doing, but not quite for me. There is one video online to watch this band in action. They're doing the song Roxanne, a Police song, and everything is done very, very well. Not inspired, mind you, but it is a top-notch band, and so if you go see these guys, you're going to be satisfied. I think most attendees will be satisfied with their musicianship, but I hear a real lack on the drums. Now, don't get me wrong, Chris hits every note precisely, but there's something about the approach that Stuart Copeland offers Sting in a trio situation that cannot, first of all, be mimicked, because we're talking about one of the very best drummers in rock, by the way, folks, in my opinion. And the lack of his presence is clearly heard in this video. But then again, this may very well be the closest thing that you'll ever be able to see from the Police ever again. 1/3 of the band with two replacements playing half the songs that you'd rather hear. And that's the whole bugaboo to me, folks. I just don't understand why these three gentlemen can't let bygones be bygones, drop all the bullshit that they ever went through. They're older gentlemen now. They are elder statesmen, as it were, and start behaving that way and truly give us the show, Sting, that we all want. And while we're talking about it, how about taking some of that back to the basics writing that you seem to be so fixated on right now, and give us a brand new Police album? Can you imagine how long it's been since the Police have even been around? A major, one of rock and roll's biggest acts ever. They've been broke up way, way longer than they were ever together, yet all three of them are alive and at last counting at the top of their game. Now is the time. Now is the time for the police to do what Led Zeppelin didn't in 2007. Give us one more album and one more proper tour. All right, folks, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the passing of J.D. Souther, more of an Eagle than some who have been pretending to be. And he was even offered a spot in the Eagles. He turned it down, still managing to co-write several of their biggest songs. He was one of the legendary progenitors of that Southern California country rock sound. J.D. Souther, we will miss you. All right, folks, that's the video for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. That helps with views and with channel growth. And speaking of channel growth, if you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, it's easy. All you have to do is hit that subscribe to the tribe button, tap that top bell icon, and you'll be notified of all my future videos. All right, I'm Michael Noland. This is The Bottom Line, but only the bottom line as I see it. The real bottom line is in the comments. Take a look at them, folks. It's what you guys have to say in the comments that proves we are the tribe.